Good evening and welcome to Up South in a brand new look. Over the next 30 minutes, all the top news stories and special reports from all over South India. With me, dear Sudhir. Our top news story this evening is from Kerala, where the fault lines between the three major communities are only too visible. A Catholic bishop in Idukki district of Kerala has said that Christian girls were being abducted by Love Jihad, which he claimed was being carried out by Hindu outfit Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yogam. The bishop said, and I quote, "Intercaste marriages would destroy Christian essence and style. Our girls are being abducted by Love Jihad. We should be vigilant against this." Let's listen in to what the bishop said and the retort from the SNDP.
പ്രോത്സാഹിപ്പിക്കാൻ പാടില്ല. ഗവൺമെൻറ് അതിന് പ്രോത്സാഹനം കൊടുക്കുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിലും നമുക്ക് അത് പാടില്ല. നമ്മുടെ ഇടയിലുള്ള പെൺകുട്ടികളെയൊക്കെ ലവ് ജിഹാദും SNDPയുടെ നിഗൂഢ അജണ്ടയൊക്കെ വഴി തട്ടിക്കൊണ്ടു പോകുന്നു.
വിഷം തുപ്പുന്ന വർഗീയത പറയുന്നൊരു തിരുമേനി ഇന്ത്യയിൽ കാണുകയില്ല. മതസൗഹാർദ്ദം തകർത്ത് മതവിദ്വേഷം ഉണ്ടാക്കുവാൻ ശ്രമിച്ച മാത്യു ആനക്കുഴിക്കെതിരെ IPC സെക്ഷൻ 153A പ്രകാരം കേസെടുക്കണം.
Meanwhile, activists of a Hindu group were arrested after they attacked a Christian gathering in Thiruvananthapuram on Sunday inside a prayer hall. According to eyewitnesses, a group of about 20 people barged into this prayer hall and asked who is the pastor and assaulted him. They were allegedly upset about the conversions that they said were being carried out by this pastor. Those are the scenes of destruction inside the prayer hall in Thiruvananthapuram that you can see on your screen right now. Both the Congress and the CPIM have alleged a political controversy. Joining me now from Thiruvananthapuram is my colleague Latha Rajinikanth, also our Deputy Editor Rohini Swamy joining us from Bengaluru. Rohini, to you first, an irresponsible comment coming there from the bishop in Idukki. An equally reprehensible act being carried out there in Thiruvananthapuram at that prayer hall. Is it playing out to some kind of a script in Kerala?
Yes, that's what we have been seeing, because not the first time we have seen such kind of comments that have come out. Even what the bishop has said, we have seen even earlier where Father Paul Dalakari in Kochi also had made a statement when it came to about a marriage of a particular film actor. She was from that particular community. She got married to another person from another community, and saying that that marriage stands null and void because it's an intercaste and a church wedding didn't take place. Basically, the whole idea is this is kind of feeling that are brewing that we've seen in Kerala. Yes, there's a thin line that is being crossed, and what the bishop said is not being taken down very well by the Kerala Bishops Association, where they have very clearly said they've condemned this statement and said that nobody should make statements. No bishop or anybody from the community should be making statements that are communal in its way of when it's being projected. But this retaliation that we saw later in Thiruvananthapuram, it is but obvious. But again, people should be resilient, and they should be in a way also controlling their emotions, because they should realize it's one of such kind of statements that could possibly trigger more problems.
Absolutely. Revati, now there's a by-election which is to be held in Arwakira near Thiruvananthapuram on the 27th of June. Now, are these incidents, are these kind of attempts to polarize communities being seen in any way as linked to the election that will take place later this month?
Not just the attack, Sudhir, but after the reaction that came after that by the political members also, because this is not the first time that a pastor is being attacked or a Christian gathering is being targeted. Earlier too, alleging that there are conversions taking place in such gatherings. There were groups of people targeting the Christian groups and attacking them. But then we did not see people from different parties coming and condemning these kind of attacks. But right now, after this particular attack took place, we had Pinarayi Vijayan from CPM saying that the RSS was responsible for this, and then we had Congress's VM Sudhiran coming and saying that again RSS was responsible for this, and these kind of attacks were unacceptable. Even Home Minister Ramesh Chennithala had visited the spot and did say that such attacks cannot be encouraged, and strict action will be taken against the group. But so comparing this with the incidents that took place previously, it does look like the political statements that came after this was targeting the Arvikara by-elections that is to be held on June 27th.
Right. Revati, thanks a lot. Stay on with us because we have another story coming in from Kerala. Rohini Swami, thanks a lot for joining us with that perspective from Bengaluru. Now, after the incident at the Kozhikode airport last week, in which airport staff clashed with the CISF personnel, resulting in the unfortunate death of a CISF constable, the Kerala government has now mooted the idea of having Kerala police manning the security at all the 3 international airports in the state, which includes Kochi, Thiruvananthapuram and Kozhikode. The Kerala Home Minister has in fact asked the state DGP to write to the Union Home Secretary to seek consent for the same. Meanwhile, the fire and safety supervisor at Kozhikode Airport, Ajay Kumar, has been arrested by the Kerala police. The incident at the airport on the 10th of June took place after CISF Constable Chaudhary stopped Ajay Kumar for security checking, which was followed by a clash between the two. Another fire safety official at the hospital, Sunny Thomas, will also be arrested soon. Revati, now in this particular case, the airport staff was equally to be blamed since they are objected to the frisking. Now, if the Kerala government suggestion to actually deploy Kerala police actually finds consent from the Union Home Ministry, which seems pretty unlikely, wouldn't lead to a case that they would be open to doing favors for the Kerala police, VVIP, whatever VVIPs do, they would actually be allowed at Kerala police. So isn't this fraught with danger as far as airport security is concerned?
Well, in this particular, yes, what you said is something that we're expecting, that if the Kerala police is posted there, there will be certain VIP treatments that might go on at the airport. But in this particular incident, what the Kerala government is saying is that the tension was between 2 groups of CISF and the airport authority staff. Now, if there were Kerala police team that was posted at the airport, such a situation could have been avoided, is what they are reasoning out. Because a third party, a Kerala police team, if is being posted at the airport, they could get involved in this kind of incident and come to a consensus between 2 groups and avoid such unpleasant incidents in future is the reason that Kerala government is giving for their willingness to post the Kerala police at the airport.
Right. We'll have to see how the Union Home Ministry actually reacts to that proposal, which will be put forth by the DGP of Kerala. Revati, thanks a lot for joining us there from Thiruvananthapuram. Now, news from Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. The standoff between Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister and Chandrababu Naidu and Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao has reached the Raj Bhavan of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Now, Andhra Pradesh ministers and Telugu Desam leaders are accusing the governor of being partisan.
After Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao, the latest punching bag for the Telugu Desam party is the Andhra Pradesh and Telangana governor ESL Narasimhan. Senior ministers have accused the governor of turning a blind eye to what they call KCR's attempt to implicate Chandrababu Naidu in a bribery case.
Governor is not able to fulfill his constitutional obligation as far as implementing of Reorganization Act is concerned.
Are you accusing therefore the governor of partiality?
It's quite obvious.
But the opposition says the cash for votes case has nothing to do with Andhra Pradesh, as it involves a Telangana MLA of the TDP. And if the voice turned out to be that of Naidu, he was talking in his capacity as TDP chief.
Chandrababu Naidu has not done it as a CM. He has done it as an individual, as a party president, because the beneficiary is the party Chandrababu Naidu, not government.
Naidu's image is taking a beating, with even smaller parties resorting to gimmicks like distributing ₹0 notes to focus on the big-ticket political corruption.
Though the TDP is putting up a brave face, it realizes that the cash for vote case has given a fresh lease of political life to both the Congress and the YSR Congress in Andhra Pradesh. And with the top man being targeted, the TDP faces its toughest political test. In Hyderabad with camera person Manohar, T.S. Sudhir for India Today.
Now, Kerala for tourists is God's own country, but for tipplers, it is Mahe, which is now the favorite destination of people from Kerala. But the Kerala government isn't quite allowing that. Latha Rajinikanth reports from Mahe.
For a Keralite, bars meant much more than alcohol. There was friendship, there were promises and tales to tell. While the stories of broken families began inside some bars, celebrations took place inside other bars. But what did the Malayali do when the Kerala government implemented its liquor policy? They took to the Mahi way.
Mahi is all of 9 square kilometers. But this part of Puducherry, sandwiched between Kannur and Kozhikode districts of Kerala, has 60 wine shops, some with attached bars. With Kerala shutting down its non-star bars, Mahi beckons every Keralite who loves his drink.
Our dry day low quality madhyam. Full police law and order problem.
Mahi sees a sale of 9,000 litres of alcohol every day. But realizing that proximity to Mahi's wine shops will dilute Kerala's prohibition policy, the Chandi government has moved in to prevent easy access.
The Kerala government is very strict now. They started 4 or 5 new checkposts, excise checkposts. Apart from that, there are so many mobile checkposts checking out there. So people are scared to take away the liquor from Mahi.
This tiny part of Puducherry in a way poses a big threat to the success of Kerala's prohibition policy. But Kerala is determined not to let liquor flow in through its porous borders. Mahi's inability to cash in on Kerala going dry has left many here high and dry. With Latha Rajinikanth, Bureau Report, India Today.
Time for a break on Up South. After the break, we will meet Bino Zifine, the first visually impaired girl to make it to the Indian Foreign Service. Welcome back. You're with Up South. Now a huge moment for India and for 25-year-old Bino Zifine, who has entered into the Indian Foreign Service. Now what's special about Zifine is that she's the first fully visually impaired girl to gain entry into the 69-year-old Indian Foreign Service. In fact, she is thankful to Prime Minister Modi for taking this decision, as the IFS traditionally was not identified for the blind. Bino, who is a postgraduate from Madras University and works as a probationary officer at the State Bank of India now, used a software that allows visually challenged to read from a computer screen to scan Tamil and English books. Joining me now from Chennai is Bino Zifine. Bino, many congratulations, huge admiration. You're the first visually challenged person to actually get into the Indian Foreign Service. So in that sense, you have broken through a glass ceiling. Is that the way you also see it?
Sir, I'm really very happy that I got into the prestigious Indian Foreign Services cadre. And the moment I heard the news, I felt really very happy on what I was able to achieve. So I'm really happy that I became the first 100% visually challenged woman in India to get into Indian Foreign Services cadre. So I thank the government of India, the Honorable Prime Minister, the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, and ministers and important leaders who have really with me in reaching this destination. So I thank everyone wholeheartedly, and if possible, in case if I get an appointment to meet our Prime Minister and our Honorable Chief Minister, I would be really happy to receive their blessings before entering into the service. But you always...
Right, I'm sure both of them would be delighted to meet you, Bino, but is this something that you always wanted to? Was this always your dream to be a part of the IFS?
Sir, basically, I'm a person who likes challenges. I like to take up challenges. I always believe that adversity brings opportunity. So when people say that I lack something, or when I lack something, one of my senses is not working, of course, but yet I do not feel that can hinder me from performing my other duties, or from reaching the destination where I actually wanted to reach. So I feel that with the resources that I have, I will be able to achieve my goals.
Absolutely. Yours is a hugely inspirational story, Bino. What would you like to tell to people who also aspire to reach similar heights?
I personally believe that one has to understand himself or herself to reach greater heights. So one should understand what his or her strengths are, and what his or her weaknesses are. So it will help them to, strengthen one's strengths and weaken one's weaknesses. So I think if one is able to, realize the fact that we, instead of moaning that I do not have this and that, we should, step on to achieve something with the resources that we have. So I think if we think that it is going to be possible, it would be possible.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot for joining us there from Chennai. And I must admire you for the clarity with which you speak. May God give you strength to achieve all that you want. Thanks a lot for joining us on Up South. Now, Rajinikanth's woes related to his Linga or Kochadiyan just doesn't seem to end. Now, the Bengaluru police has filed an FIR against his wife, Latha Rajinikanth. The allegation is that she produced fake documents in a court in Bengaluru to get a gag order on the media. Also, Ad Bureau, a company that was brought in to help with post-production of Kochadiyan, claimed that they gave 14 crore rupees to help the makers of Kochadiyan complete the film and release it. This is what